Hello everyone. Today we are focusing on what is often seen as the ultimate goal of macroeconomics, economic growth. A growing economy generally means more jobs, higher incomes, and better living standards. We will define economic growth, see how it is illustrated using our key diagrams, and look at its major consequences. Economic growth is defined as an increase in the real output of an economy over time. We measure it as the percentage change in real GDP from one period to the next. It is crucial that we use real GDP, not nominal GDP, because we want to measure a real increase in the production of goods and services, not just an increase caused by inflation. We can illustrate economic growth using the two main diagrams we have learned. First, the production possibilities curve, PPC. Economic growth is shown as an outward shift of the PPC. This signifies that the economy's productive capacity has increased. It can now produce more of everything. Second, the ADAS model, classical view. Long-run economic growth is shown as a rightward shift of the long-run aggregate supply, LRAS curve. This means the full employment level of output, YF, has increased. Both diagrams show the same thing, an increase in the potential output of the economy. What causes the PPC or the LRAS curve to shift to the right? It comes down to improving the quantity or quality of the factors of production. 1. Physical capital. Investing in more and better machinery, infrastructure, roads, ports, and factories makes labor more productive. This is a key driver of growth. 2. Human capital. Investing in the education, skills, and health of the workforce also makes labor more productive. A skilled, healthy workforce is essential for modern economic growth. 3. Technology and innovation. The development and application of new technologies can revolutionize production processes and dramatically increase potential output. 4. Natural factors. While less common, the discovery of new natural resources can also contribute to growth. Economic growth has many consequences, both positive and negative. Let's see now the positive. Higher living standards. Generally, economic growth leads to higher average incomes, meaning people can afford more goods and services. Lower unemployment. A growing economy creates more jobs, which helps to reduce cyclical unemployment. Increased government revenue. As incomes and profits rise, the government collects more tax revenue, which can be spent on public services like healthcare and education. Innovation. Growth often fuels and is fueled by technological and social innovation. However, growth is not a perfect solution and can have significant downsides. Environmental damage. Increased production often leads to more pollution, reduced depletion, and other negative externalities. This is a major concern about the sustainability of economic growth. Potential for inflation. If aggregate demand grows faster than aggregate supply, it can lead to demand pull inflation. Increased income inequality. The benefits of economic growth are not always shared equally. Sometimes the rich get much richer while the poor see little improvement, widening the gap between them. Potential for social costs. Rapid growth can lead to stress, structural changes that displace workers and a focus on materialism over other social values. Let's see now some key policy questions when we try to see the benefits against the costs. How fast should the economy grow to avoid overheating and inflation? How can we achieve growth while protecting the environment? What policies ensure growth benefits are shared more equally? How do we balance material prosperity with quality of life? Sustainable growth, growth that can be maintained over the long term without depleting resources or damaging the environment, is increasingly seen as the ideal policy goal. Let's see some practice questions for review. Question 1. Explain how improvement in human capital can lead to economic growth. Use a diagram in your answer. Hint. Consider both education and healthcare improvements and show the effect on LRAS. Question 2. Evaluate the view that economic growth always leads to improved living standards. Hint. Consider both positive consequences and negative externalities, including distribution issues. Question 3. Distinguish between actual growth, short run, and potential growth, long run, using appropriate diagrams. Here, think about movement along versus shifts of curves in both PPC and ADAS models. Let's summarize the important topic of economic growth. Economic growth is an increase in real GDP over time. It is illustrated by an outward shift of the PPC or a rightward shift of the LRS curve. The main causes are improvements in the quantity and quality of physical and human capital and technology. Growth has significant benefits, higher living standards, lower unemployment, but also serious potential costs, environmental damage, inequality. The challenge for modern economies is to achieve sustainable and equitable growth. Thanks for watching. In our next video, we will look at our final macroeconomic objective, equity in the distribution of income. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you.